Did you know that if your CRA account was hacked in 2020, you could be owed up to $5,000 from the government of Canada, but you have to claim it before February 3rd, 2027. Why does this matter? Here's the law. In the summer of 2020, tens of thousands of Canadians logged into their CRA accounts to discover that hackers had taken over their profiles. Their direct deposit information had been changed. Fraudulent CRB applications had been filed in their names. Their personal and financial information, social insurance numbers, home addresses, bank account details had been compromised. Over 48,000 people were affected in just one summer. They were left to deal with the aftermath. Hours on hold with government agencies, credit freezes, identity theft, and mounting stress. Now, the federal government of Canada has agreed to pay $8.7 million to settle a class action lawsuit. Today, we're going to break down exactly who is eligible, how much you could receive, and most importantly, how to make your claim for your share before the deadline. Remember, the deadline is on February 3rd, 2027. Let's start with what actually happened. Between June and August 2020, hackers targeted Government of Canada online accounts, including CRA, My Account, My Service Canada, and other portals accessed using GC key. The hackers used a method called credential stuffing, a scheme whereby criminals use usernames and passwords leaked from other websites to try to gain access to Government of Canada accounts. But here's the critical detail. Normally, a correct username and password is only the first step to log into CRA My Account. Users usually need to answer a security question as step 2. During the breach, hackers were able to bypass the security questions because of a misconfiguration in CRA's credential management software. Todd Sweet of Clinton, BC, discovered his account had been hacked on July 2nd, 2020, after receiving emails notifying him that changes had been made to his account. He logged in to find that someone had already changed his direct deposit information and filed 4 CRB applications in his name. The CRA found out about the issue on August 6, 2020, when a law enforcement partner alerted officials that someone was selling the hacking method on the dark web. They fixed the issue 4 days later. By that point, 48,110 CRA My Account had been impacted, with 12,700 of those having their direct deposit information changed and fraudulent CRB applications filed. This led to over 48,000 Canadians having their personal and financial information compromised. Now, let's talk about the settlement. The class action suit alleged that the Government of Canada and the CRA failed to properly secure online accounts, allowing hackers to access the sensitive information of Canadians. The federal government has agreed to pay $8.7 million to settle the lawsuit, but the settlement is not an admission of wrongdoing. So, who is eligible. You are eligible if your personal or financial information in a Government of Canada online account was disclosed to a third party without authorization between March 1st, 2020 and December 31st, 2020. However, not all class members are entitled to payment. Only those who were victims of the credential stuffing attacks directed at Government of Canada online accounts between June 15 and August 30, 2020 are eligible for compensation. What could you receive? There are 3 categories of claims. 1, access claims, which leads up to $80 of compensation. If your personal information was accessed but not used fraudulently, you can claim compensation for time spent dealing with the breach. You can claim up to $20 per hour for up to 4 hours. Number 2, fraud claims up to $200. If your information was accessed and used fraudulently, such as fraudulent CRB, CSB, or EI applications filed in your name, you can claim up to $20 per hour for up to 10 hours. Claim category number 3, out-of-pocket expenses up to $5,000. Both groups can claim up to $5,000 for out-of-pocket costs related to identity theft, such as unreimbursed credit card charges. Professional fees incurred in connection with identity theft, fees or penalties resulting from credit freezes. This is compensation for expenses you paid in the 1-year period after the breach. Important to note, payment amounts may be reduced depending on the number of approved claims. So, how to claim your share? Here's exactly what you need to do. Step 1, check your eligibility. Visit the KPMG settlement website. KPMG is the administrator of the lawsuit. You can check your eligibility by entering your last name and the last 3 digits of your social insurance number. If you received an email from KPMG, you are eligible to apply. Step 2, submit your claim. You can submit your claim online through the KPMG website or by email using a downloadable claim form. You can also email to Breach Settlement Canada, one word, at kpmg.ca for more information. Step 3, meet the deadline. You have until February 3rd, 2027 to file your claim. Don't wait. The claim process is open now, and thousands of Canadians are eligible to apply. What if you weren't notified? If you were affected but did not receive any notice, you can still check your eligibility on the KPMG website. So, here's your move. If your CRA account was compromised in 2020, check your eligibility. Visit the KPMG settlement website and enter your last name and the last 3 digits of your SIN number. If you received an email from KPMG, you are eligible to apply. Submit your claim online or by mail before February 3rd, 2027. That's a hard deadline, so pay attention. You could receive up to $5,000 for out-of-pocket expenses, plus compensation for your time and inconvenience. If there's any money left over, Ottawa has agreed to donate the excess to the Privacy and Access Council of Canada to fund private research. This is iChat Law, where the law gets real. If you found this helpful, please consider liking, subscribing, and turn on your post notifications. Now you know.